Hi everyone, just setting up my camera so hopefully we can see everything. There you go. Hey Kim, how's it going? So bonjour. Okay, so I think it should be set up like pretty well. I'm just gonna put some lights on. Hi Diana. Hi Anna. Hi Patty. So it's Brigitte, in case you didn't notice the French accent. Bonjour Madame Brigitte. Hi Anna. So today what I want to show you is how to do something similar to this one. So basically a magnetic slider card. So not magic slider card, but really magnetic. I won't use that set. Like that's the Farmtastic stem set with the little Luca and his little dog. Isn't he adorable? I think he's just the cutest thing ever. I colored him on pencil on this one. Hi Lori. So you just pull on the little tab and he follows. So, and right now, like I shouldn't have put my magnetic like plate under. It's like affecting everything. So, and you move it back and forth. So I have a cousin-in-law. She married a farmer, so that's his birthday card. So that's pretty cool. And if you go like all the way, you can actually see like at the bottom I put 2 magnets. I covered them because like I don't like it when we see them, and if they do snap together it's easier to take them apart. And I put the magnet in between, like between the pattern paper and the cardstock. Oh thanks Kim. I got a kit and like it's gel nail, works pretty good. And actually change color with temperature so I know when I'm cold or warm. Right now I'm cold, so thank you Kim. Hi Barbie. Hey, I know Barbie and we were doing like crafting like like nights in Halifax, and now I'm in Ontario. So I just put it back and I put 2 magnets. Like I put a list, a file in the Krafty friends group, and I put like everything that you needed. If you put 1 magnet, what happens? It has a tendency like to turn around, to move. Hi Roberta. So just goes like that. So I'll show you, like I mentioned earlier, how to actually do the mechanism, like not the mechanism, it's like magnets, but how to make it instead of like how to color it. And I'm gonna do something completely different. It's still gonna be like the magnet pulling everything. Sorry, I get it. Yeah, in English you see a frog in your throat. I think in French it's a cat. So I have a cat in my throat and in front of me. You can probably see his tail going on. So I'll just put that aside and I'll show you. I'm gonna make a slimline card. So what you need basically is cat hair, obviously. You need a card base. So the card base I did is 8.5 by 4. So basically I took a like 8.5 by 11 card, cut it at, on the 11 side I cut it at 8, and then I folded it at 2. Yeah, no, and it's super easy as a technique. I'm sorry, like my cat just woke up and I think he's chewy. Okay. So card base. Then I like to do 1/2 inch increment for like to make it smaller to matte. So it's just a piece of white cardstock that I can actually stencil to make a little scene out of it. So so basically that one would be 8.25 by 7.75. Yeah, that cat, dog hair works too, or whatever pet you have. Also, that's just like a piece of cardstock. I try to do it a little bit thicker, but like it's still pretty loose. And I use 2 pieces, and basically it's to put like, it's basically gonna be the pull tab. So you want it to be a little bit thick so it doesn't like wobble and everything like that on your card. And obviously you're gonna need magnets. So these ones are, gosh, working on a magnetic platform might have not been the brightest idea here. So they're 10mm magnet, but you can use like, and I have 2, like 1 on each side, so it's easier to pull them apart. You can use 8mm too. I actually, and here I go again. So I put all my little magnet in a little box like that, and I'll just show you the different size. So it looks like a mess because obviously with magnets everything just sticks together. So the bigger one are 10 mil, the tiny little one are 1mm. They're really too small for like most things, obviously. Like, I just didn't know before I bought them. Those ones I think are 4 or something like that. And the 8mm, sorry, are this size. So that size, it's pretty good too, and the 10 mil. So I would recommend those 2. And you can get them on Amazon, or I think Kim might get some, I'm not too sure. So that's the ingredient. And you need, obviously, like in this card, you need something that's going to move. So in this instant, what I picked was this cute little guy. Isn't he adorable? So that's the tiger in the Wild World set, and it's originally a baby set. So it has like the tiger, the giraffe, and the rhinoceros. Oh gosh, can't pronounce that word, it seems, in English. And you have like a few like sentiment and hearts, so it's super cute. So obviously, because I like cats, I had to take the little like lion, not lion, but tiger, and already colored them so it would be faster. So that's Prismacolor. Thanks, Anna. And I'll make a little scene to get everything started. So I already did one, just so you know, like basically some grass at the bottom and clouds. Nothing complicated, and the reason I did it ahead of time is because I put my stickle around the edge and I wanted it to be dry so we could I could finish it in front of you. Thanks, Kim. Kim just put the link up. So what we're gonna do is we'll start with making the card base. So I want to start with the grass because I'm gonna fill the sky after that. And one thing that's really important to know is that, thank you, Cindy, anything that's closer gonna look bigger, and obviously anything that's further away, it's gonna look smaller. So I have my Crafting Kimi Scenery stencil here. That's Crafting Scenery 1. I have actually, no, that's 2. I have both. I'm gonna use actually both. So you have like grass on one side and you flip it and you have grass on the other side also. So this one is smaller. So what I'm gonna do is on the horizon, I'm just gonna like pick a line, and it goes that way actually because I want it to be green to the bottom. So just put my magnet, which I usually forget to put, and I'm putting little like post-it because I have the tendency of not thinking about what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna like be too enthusiastic and I'm gonna go in the empty like the empty space. So I'm gonna put ink there when I don't want it, and I'm gonna put it here also. So I'm using the smaller grass because it's further away on the horizon, but the grass that's going to be towards me at the bottom here is going to be bigger. And I'm using like 3 different inks. So I'm going to use a Charming Chartreuse, Mossy Meadow, and Goblin Green. Good afternoon, Teresa. So, and I hate when my inks get mixed up, so I have like different brushes for them. So the pale one, like for my Charming Chartreuse, I have one, but all my other greens I have like another brush. So I'm gonna start with Charming Chartreuse. Just gonna push them aside a little bit and just swirl it there. And I always start either on a paper or on the stencil, so I don't have a brush mark. Usually it doesn't look so appealing, so I just start it above or off. And I'm just gonna give like a quick coat of Charming Chartreuse everywhere where my grass gonna be. So like that, I won't have any white, but I still want variation. And even if you get like little spots or stuff like that, it's still okay, because grass is not perfectly the same color, not in our yard anyway. Like we moved in October and the house was new, so we had like new grass, new sod in front, and they put the shooting stuff in the back. So right now we have nothing in the back because it didn't grow, and we have really dry sod up front. So it has a bunch of different color, but it rained like lately, so it's not too bad. It got a little bit green. So right now it's mostly our grass, like at my house. So now we're gonna add some more color to make it a little bit nicer. So I'm done with the Charming Chartreuse, and right now after that I'm gonna just play with the other colors. So I'm gonna put like a little bit of Mossy Meadow. Just gonna open both of them and remove the cat hair. And that's the, we'll see, that's the Goblin Green. So I'm gonna start at the top. I'm just putting some color at the bit of grass there. So just like that. And I'm just gonna tap it off a bit so I don't mix my color too much, and put my band somewhere else. And take the Mossy Meadow. I love Mossy Meadow. It's such a nice khaki color. You would think that me wearing like for 27 years like that color, I would be tired of it, but nope. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, we don't have like weed yet. I think it's just because our grass is not that great. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move everything down a bit. You have a jungle growing in your backyard? Oh my gosh, cat, like Patty, that's so funny. So you see how like what it does right now? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like bring it down a little bit, and I'm still using the small one, and I'm doing like tufts of grass, so I'm not doing it across the whole thing. So now I'm at Goblin Green, so just going like that. And a little bit of Mossy Meadow. Hi Carla. And what I'm gonna do, and I like cleaning my stencil so the ink, when it's fresh, like your ink is almost still wet on your stencil, it's really easy to remove. You just have to wipe it up with a cloth. And don't forget that you have two sides of each stencil, so you can have like a little bit different bit of grass and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the larger part. I just flipped it 180 degree. And what I'm gonna do is take my mask and put them back down so I don't screw up again. And just put my magnet and make it a little bit straight. And let's do a little bit of Mossy Meadow here. I don't want it too dark just because it's in the forefront. I love like all the greenings, they all work like together so well. I tend to shy away a little bit from enchanting emerald just for the grass, because it looks very, very green, like maybe a golf course. And in my life, like, grass is never that green, so I just don't use it too much. Just a little bit of goblin green, not much, like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like put a little bit more grass at the bottom. So far not very complicated. A little bit of mossy meadow again. A little bit of goblin green. And we'll call it a day for the grass anyway. So that's what it looks like. So as you can see, it gives a little bit of texture. And a little bit of housekeeping. Let's clean that stencil. And if I flip from dark to light to dark to light, I always clean it after the dark, so my light ink doesn't get that color. So that was the 3 inks I use for the grass. For the sky, I have like salty sea. That's what I use usually. I just love it. It's so light, and the sky to me is not blue. It's always a little bit like salty sea, a little bit of turquoise or something like that. Oh, thank you, Lisa. It like Allison is amazing. Like, she did when the Crafty Scenery 2 came out, so the one I just showed you with the mountains and the trees and stuff, she made a video of about like 9 or 10 minutes with all the use you can do with that stencil. It's amazing. So what I'm gonna use now is Crafty Scenery 1. So you have like either here you can do like hills or like lower hills and everything like that, and on the 2 other sides, these 2, you have not mountains but sky and like the circles. What I'm gonna do is obviously I'm gonna like blank the circles because I'm probably gonna put color in them. And the same thing, if you look outside on a like fairly nice day. Yes, she did a Christmas tree. I know, I was so amazed. So like at the top of the sky, it always has bigger clouds, and at the bottom, obviously it's all the same size clouds, but it's just a perspective. So at the bottom, you're all gonna have like tiny little like clouds. So I always start to like with big clouds at the top. So I'm gonna start with big on the top, and once I get at the bottom, I'm gonna go like smaller, and I'm also gonna go darker. So I'm gonna use like Lovely Lagoon because they work perfectly together. Oh yeah, Mary Pat, no problem. Like right now what we did is I explained what we were doing. Like, we're doing to show the mechanism of the like magnetic slider card, and I'm doing a completely different cards. So far the only thing we've done is grass, so you're up to date now. So like I say, I'm gonna start with the big clouds, and I'm gonna start with Lovely Lagoon. So, and I'm gonna hide that circle. Usually it's not that bad. That one is pretty good. And with Lovely Lagoon, I have the little brush here, but that works. And I don't want it too dark. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna make it like darker as I go to the bottom towards the grass, basically. So you can see like it's just there, so it's subtle. And then I'm just gonna wash it quickly, like just rub it. And actually I think I'm good, because what I want to do is I flip-flop in between so I don't repeat the same pattern all the time. And I don't make it straight either. Sometimes I go on an angle. So let's do that again. And like I say, I do the extra like cat hair in there. It's free on top of that, so that's pretty good. I hope you can hear me right. I mean, beside the French accent and everything. So, give it a quick wipe. And then I flip it. And you can go like completely crooked. It doesn't matter, they're clouds. Okay, thank you, Anna. I was wondering about the seeing also. Because sometimes, like with the light, I get reflection, so I get that here. Do another one with the big puffy clouds. And then after that, I'll switch to the smaller cloud. Because it's a slime line, obviously it's very long. I tried to see what was like the official slimline cards. I had a hard time finding it. I think it's as long as it fits in a business envelope, and my business envelope are 9 and something by 4 and 8. So what I do is, since I don't want to waste paper, I just do the height like 8.5, and then I do 4 inches, so 8 inch when I cut it. We'll wipe. Start on the other side, the little cloud. I don't want to switch color at the same time I switch side of like from big cloud to little cloud. It's gonna do too much of a contrast. So I'm gonna do one with Salty Sea on the little one, and then I'll switch to a Lovely Lagoon. And sometime like now I forget to put the magnets to hold my stencil. Oh well. It's not too bad if it's just for a line, but when you're doing a lot, it makes a difference. So now what I'm gonna do is use Lovely Lagoon. Thank you, Roberta. I like it because like I tried like coloring clouds with Copic, and you can do it, but I think it's so easy to do it that way, and it's easy to leave a lot of white. So flip the stencil. Just gonna put it up so you can see a bit, and then I won't put like as dark as I can for the Lovely Lagoon. We'll start subtle, so just a bit darker than the Salty Sea basically. Just like that. So you see it's not that much different. So clean, flip. Hi Elizabeth. Thanks Margaret. Hi Carrie. Sorry if I missed like people coming in. So I'll just like put a little bit more color, like I'll go a little bit above the stencil as I go down also. I'm just trying to make it look like somewhat real. Obviously it's not, but that's okay. So once again, clean and flip. Like that. Once again, I know it's like I'm repeating the same thing here, but with this slimline card, it makes for a big sky. Oh, I know, like the stencils are amazing. Like I never used stencil till about a year ago when I started with the Kim. Before that, either I didn't do any scenes or I did it all in Copic and it took forever. Oh my gosh. So that's still, thanks Carla, that's still a lovely lagoon. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take back the stencil, like this one, and I'm going to put, that was the little one. Just have to fit it again. So, my gosh, I'm not doing very great at trying to fit it in. Oh yeah, that was like that. Yeah, like Roberta. Okay, here I go. I think it's not working what I want to do. A lot of time what I actually did the last time is I just like put a paper at the bottom like that, and I just went like over it, so it's not like all white just above the grass. Yeah, I know the stencil, and you have so many Kim, so it's nice to have like option. And the scenery one, oh, I love them. All of them are awesome. So it's not like completely white. So let's put that aside. So that was Salty Sea and Lovely Lagoon. And I have like crazy reflection here. So I'll just move this out of the way, because working with magnets on magnetic platform doesn't work so great like we've seen previously. So that's basically the platform. Now what you want to do is you basically want to attach, like, I mean, they're fairly similar. I'll show you like how I do my stickles, and then I'll flip to the other one. So I took a crystal because it has like a green base in the stickles, and I just go around the edge. Just like that, slide it down the paper, and I do the 4 edges, and if I miss I can always go back and add a little bit more. And when it dries, try to put it somewhere else than where you're working. I was doing that and always like I have missing spot because I put my finger, my elbow, the cat paws in it. So just put it somewhere else. And here I was missing a bit. There you go. So easy peasy. Thanks, Mary Pat. And I have my stickle edge. So right now, I'm just gonna put it aside to dry. And magic of TV, yay! Like I said, there's another one here. So what you wanna do, like I have my little tiger here. Actually, I was going to say I cut it, but I have a scan and cut. I hate cutting. And I just put like cut another piece. It's exactly the same thing. I just made sure it was a little bit smaller. Like it's better that it's a little bit smaller than bigger, because otherwise you're gonna see it. And you can like glue the magnet in between the two parts basically. And the same thing with the tab. You have like I have two different tabs, and you can put the magnet where you want it, so it makes it easier that way. So what we can do, and you want to make sure that the magnet stays at the right spot. Magic of TV, really. So you want to put good glue, and you want to make sure like magnet holds together, but like if you do the opposite side, they're gonna repel, so you have to make sure that you use the right side. So we'll glue, did I bring glue? My gosh, I'm a mess. So, oh, see you, Kim, have a nice lunch. So I'm just gonna put some glue here. That's Tombow Aqua. I just received it. It was a little bottle, so I put like, I want to try it everywhere. So I'm gonna put the magnet there. And the first one, it doesn't really matter which side you put it, like one way or the other. It matters when you have the other one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a little bit of glue everywhere, and I'm gonna put like double-sided tape first, because I know double-sided tape is gonna stick right away, so I don't have to wait till it dries completely. But around the magnet, I want real glue to make sure that it stays. So I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I should have put like the runner tape first, but sometimes I don't make sense, so that's okay. Now I can put glue, and I know that the glue is gonna make it like permanent. Sometimes the runner tape, I can like pry it apart, and I don't want it to happen. So I just put it, whoops. And I put just one magnet. On the little tractor, I had two magnets on the tractor and two magnets on the tab. The difference is, if you want it to move free will, like it can flip-flop and everything, you put one magnet. If you want it to keep, like to stay straight, you put two. I figured that my tractor could do wheelie, but it wasn't really going crazy when I tried it, so I actually put two magnets, so it made more sense. So right now I'm just like gluing the two parts together of my little lion, and now he has a little belly, if you can see, just because of the magnet. So he has a little tummy, so cute. Oh, Roberta, I'm not sure. To me, it seems like I'm still connected. I don't know if there was a glitch or something. I hope it came back. Is everybody still there? Did anybody else have problem? So I'm just making sure that all the edges are glued in. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna do, I already put a mark there because I knew where I wanted it. Now you have to make sure, oh, I'm back, okay, good. So I want to make sure that the magnet is at the right spot. So my line tiger is going to be there. I can put a pencil mark and say like top or something like that. And I put the magnet under like the two parts here. And I think I'm like the opposite here. Yeah. So you just want to make sure that you try it with, okay, Barbie, you're here. Yes, everything, okay, no problem here. Okay, good. Thanks, girls. So yeah, so my tiger, I keep calling him lion, I'm sorry there. So you want to make sure that it still holds, like the magnet is there, so you basically want to make sure that your positive and negative works good. So what we're gonna do, oh, and what happened is the magnet just stuck here. So I'm gonna put like the printer first, and I'll do the same thing I did earlier. I put glue after like where the magnet is. It's a very, very long band because it's a slimline card, but that's okay. So, and I'm just gonna remove the little tapes that was holding this together. So my mark is here. Whoops. So it's not an exact science there. And see how the magnet is stuck to the back of him? So I have to make sure that I'm putting the magnet the same orientation. And then let's put some glue on top of that. Close this. And then you're just gonna align those. So I hope everybody's still with me and you can see. If I'm going out of like the screen, you can tell me. So try to use the like the edge of your desk or something, like I'm putting the paper here on my table just to make sure that I glue it together so it's equal. So here we go. And just like pressing on the sides of the tab, like where the magnet is, to make sure that it's glued properly. Like right now I have marked because I had like post-it tape just to hold it together, but it's been a bit of time. And let's try again, and it still work, right? So what you want to do, just keep your little tiger aside, and you take your like your scene. What you want to do is basically you want to sandwich your tab with tape, like the foam tape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like that's, like I say, it's post-it post-it tape. So I just put it where I want it to be, and I try to make it straight, right? And you can look on the other side, like I want it a little bit off center because I'm gonna have other decoration. Like I won't show you right away. Hi Danielle. Looks like it. Okay, Roberta, I'm happy that you're back. So I'm gonna have something like on the right hand side, and you don't want too much things in the way. So, but depending on what you want to do, like for the tractor, I want it at the bottom, so my track is right here. So you put it where it fits with your image, with your scene and everything like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna basically, and I can't wait for the shop the box. I'm waiting. I need some more of that. So you want it as close as possible to your tab so it doesn't move too much in the track. And the best way is just to have it there, right? So just gonna put this on the other side. I'm gonna cut it, and it won't go all the way, like it won't there we go. So obviously you won't put anything here because your tab's gonna be there. So I'm just gonna move this. Hello Daniel. So I'm gonna put it closely to there, and then hold it again, and then I'm gonna run another piece of tape there, a foam tape. Sorry, I'll turn everything here. So. And just cut that piece. And now you still have to put like pieces here just so everything is the same height. Like that. And once again. And what I want to do also is I'm gonna put a tape at the bottom of my band, because I don't want it to go lower than that. So it's a stopper basically. So like that. So I know it won't fall. And what you want to do is, if you have a static, oh, bye Anna, have a good night or evening. I'm not too sure what time it is in Italy. I have like this little pouch, it's a static pouch, and you put it on the edges of the tape so it doesn't stick to your tab. So whichever way you have, some people have like little, like it's in little bottles with a brush, or mine is a little pouch. Make sure that you put like plenty so it doesn't stick. It's better to have too much. Anyway, it's just powder, you can blow it away. But basically what it's gonna do, it's gonna stick to the sticky part of your foam tape on the sides. So don't forget to do it on all three sides, and then blow it off after. So now I know that my tab won't stick to, yeah, Roberta, like I just learned that like lately. Won't stick to anything. One thing I forgot to do was punch the hole in the card. But what I'm gonna do it like the wrong way. But so what I want to do is basically I'm gonna start pulling the tape like that. And remove this one. And I'm just gonna I'm just trying to put that straight and fairly equal. So I just got up so I'm over my work, and then I can remove the rest of it. There we go, it's fairly straight. And if I put my tab here, my little tiger, and then, oh, it's complicated because here we go. So see how my tiger kind of moves? So it's like jumping from joy, yoo-hoo. So what I'm gonna do is, because I forgot to do it, is I have that's a 1-inch punch, and I want to mention also that my tab I use it's 1 inch across. I put in the file, I think 3/4 inch. With the longer like card, it's easier if it's a little bit larger. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't want to go through all of it, so I open my card and I take this part here and I'm gonna punch a half circle where the tab's gonna be. And it would have been a lot easier if I've done that before I put the tape and everything, but I didn't. So hopefully. So I just went across everything and it's fairly good here. And then I'll be able to actually reach the tab compared to earlier. And you can see a lion, a tiger. Exactly, Roberta, like with the up and away stem set, it would be perfect with the little balloon. The only thing is, you don't want the balloon to go upside down. It doesn't, like, it's not very safe or anything. So I would do the 2 magnet just to make sure that it slides up and down like properly. We had enough like crash lately, especially in the Air Force, so we're done with that. So 2 magnet it is for balloons. So here we go, and you can see I did it like crooked here compared to where the tab is pulling out. So you have to actually do the circle before, so like that you know where you're going. Mistake on my part. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, like off camera, I'm just gonna repunch it a little bit on the side, so it's gonna be a little bit wider, and that's gonna fix it. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Cindy. So, and now you can add, see right now it's going upside down. So it's just hilarious to see him go any which way. So now I can add like other little thing, like a sentiment. For sure I'm gonna add dots and everything. But like I say, you want to make sure that the path of the tiger is mostly free of other things, unless you glue it flush to the card. If you don't pop anything over the card, because it's gonna stop your tiger of moving. Oh, Lisa, maybe another time I'll do the tiger. So I know, like, it's not the whole card, like I didn't finish it or anything, but I just wanted to show you like basically how to make it, and it's really not that hard. So it's like this one, exactly the same. This one is a 5x7 card, and with 2 magnets, compared to this one that has like the 1 magnet, and that he just like flip-flops around. So I think my niece like loves cats as much as I do, so I think that's going to be her birthday card. So that's it. Is there any question? Thanks, Danielle. I hope like it makes sense and anything. And what you can do is like add a little arrow at the top, like on the tab at the top, so people know what to do with it. Like I did here, I put a little arrow, so the farmer friend that knows that he can like just pull on it and make a little tractor move. Thank you. Oh, my niece is awesome. She's the best. But Lisa, it's actually pretty easy. so that's why, like, I got so many comments. I think that card, like the tractor card, was the one I got the most comment on ever, and it's the easiest thing. Like, I made a few fancy folds that are coming like soon, hint hint, and this one is the easiest, but it looks the most almost spectacular because you don't see anything. Because a lot of time the slider card, you have to make a channel or something, and then you have to hide it or something like that. So this way is not too bad. The magnets, like, they're not very expensive, so it's awesome. Thanks, Roberta. So if nobody has question, I'll let you go. I know there's a Shop the Box that I'm waiting with impatience. I think it's at 4 o'clock, Kim, right? And I need badly some of those, like I'm running out. And I think also, let me quickly check the schedule here. I think we're gonna have something else. Maybe Michelle is doing something. Not too sure. No, I think I was the last one. And we have like a few challenge. I think Kim put a new interactive challenge up, and there's a new one coming in like really soon. So see you. Thank you. Bye bye.